Yeah, we reason. We reason around here. We reason around here. Reason with traffic. That's what we do around here.
Yeah.
No, Kevin. I mean, I was so enthralled, with the reasoning that is that I completely forget the other. Me know me have to do, we have the other things that we set up. No, me have to which one of them we do know because should we should we do the one with the minister when she come out and talk her nonsense and then we just rubbish her up with the or you know what we can't save that. What we should actually do is you think we should just jump to the manifesto? Because if we jump to the manifesto, then I can play this video here, this one here that you throw right here, this one here. People are gonna love this.
Let's do it because here what it continues from where we just left off talking about economics. And it
All right.
helps to put things into perspective. So
right.
yes, let's go there.
All right, here we go, folks.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them. And then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days for fixed election date. Still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promise not fulfill yet, boss. So there you wait.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament. This will add another layer of protection of the Parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the Parliament.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. So anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. Because I feel like, say, when you do that, the MP will do them work and we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew Wellness, John, him break him promise and nothing him say I'm going to do for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep no promise and him say I'm the promise keeper. What a promise, John Star.
At a convenient time within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. They promised the people them $25,000. Nothing done. Huh? So what you expect me to do? Tell me if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
All right, folks, listen. Father used to tell me, and I'm sure all of you have heard this Jamaican phrase: a promise is a comfort to a fool. Now, we've seen this video many times over, and it resonates with us. Every time we see it, it's not just another video. It's a video about our leader saying what his plans are to make the country are prosperous, more democratic, more just, more transparent, and more accountable to the people. And some of you will use this video and you will say, yeah, look at this, look at this. 5 things him said, or I think it's more than 5, maybe it's 7 or 8. Legislative process, we will begin it within 100 days to do this and to do that, term limits, this, that. Or at a convenient time, we will have a referendum on this and on that. And we use that. I want you to understand, people, that it just didn't start there. Didn't start there. We are going to show you something now. And it's open source. It's publicly available. It might not be available after today, but for now you can see it. It's called a manifesto. And a manifesto, in and of itself, is essentially a promise to the people that these are the things I am going to do for you. Particularly, it's used, that term, it's used generally in a political way, where a candidate or a party, they come out with a policy or policies. They tell you about the direction they want to take the country. And the purpose of that is to inform and also to convince, so that we move in unison. We support our leader and we say, yes, that's how we want to go. But don't depend on this video and say, well, then it's just where it starts. Because I can show you a document. I'm going to show you 2 documents right now. And we're just going to skip through them. We're just going to skip through them. And I'm going to show you 2 documents where dozens of promises were made. Dozens. And we need to highlight them. We need to highlight the video you just saw, but we need to complement. I want to say complement, not PLI, but PLE. Not compliment as in you issue praise on it, but as if you put it together. You say, okay, we are look on this and we have add this one to it, right? And you're going to find that the man has shown us his true colors. He has shown us his colors from 2016 when they put out this manifesto. Even before that, we have something else we're going to show you when you make big promises to the diaspora about seats in the Senate. And we're going to show you where him say, no, him have no appetite for it. Never did. He sold us a bill of goods. And so now we could turn to the first document. Manifesto 2016. This is what he used to say to the Jamaican people, my party and I are going to provide you with prosperity because you're not prospering right now. And we're going to do things that you haven't seen in quite some time. You have seen, and we're going to do it in unison with you. You're going to join us on this journey. And one of the things that he stressed, and I'm going to show you, he stressed jobs. The impression was that people were unemployed. And so the solution to all of the ills of society, or to the most of the ills, was to get people working. Get them being productive members of society. Make them earn a salary so that they can buy into the economy. You know, supply and demand and a salary. Good formula. Here we go. And I just hope that people take the time to go through this, because we're going to skim through this, because we have to show you, we're going to show you this document, and we're going to show you the 2020 manifesto. And remember, the manifesto is a promise in made to you, like the gentleman said. He proclaim the prime minister that him are the promise keeper, but him no keep no promise. All right. Now here we go. The thing has slipped though, Kevin. You know how I go on here. All right. I'm gonna run through it, people. All right. Hold on. You can see that. You can see that, Jamaican, Kevin.
Reduced one click. There you go. No, you can line
Same say. We are focused on both gross domestic product, the one we just contract. One of those contract where, the good doctor said that we're in a recession, right? I wonder, the man that telling that 2016 said, it's not good, I'm going to fix it. And we are focused on gross domestic product and general well-being, right? That's another one. He says, so that we can provide many of our nurses, police, teachers, and young people who have acquired reasonable skills with all kinds of opportunity. Look at the categories of people. Nurses, police, teachers. You notice him left out the doctors, them. But nurses, police, teachers, are them people that around left Jamaica, Them people around left Jamaica.
Doctor get big money.
Yeah, and in 2016, him say, are them people we'll take care of all of them people. No, let me just take this down to one so that we can go fast. All right. Yeah. Them say, we are. Put it up there. All right. So we are coming back to pull the shell-shocked urban areas back to life. So the urban areas, shell-shocked, devastated economically and otherwise. Crime, rife with crime. So we will come back and we are going to deal with it. That is his opening statement. And then him come with all of these things here. And him going to show you how him going to make things different. And him it always come with 10-point, 5-point, 15-point plan. Come with a 10-point plan for growth. Oh, look on that one here. Look on this, people. Remember now, this is 2016. You see what I'm saying, right? Not 20. We will fix Jamaica's water infrastructure. Let me make it bigger. Can I see your phone a while ago, Jamaica? So hold on. See it here. We will fix Jamaica's water infrastructure. Now, keep in mind, people, he's asking, when you run for election, what you ask for one term at a time. So he's saying in 2016, because nothing is guaranteed. So I'm saying, look, if you not vote me in this term, I am going to fix the water infrastructure. So I'm saying, we will fix Jamaica. We will make strategic capital investments in water. Jamaica is not short of water. This government in my talk about the PNP, this government does not know how to manage the water situation. People, you can't make this up, The 10-point plan, the video me just show you. Even I talk about water tonight, Nope. So this is another one. This is another one where feel fulfill, right? And him said the investment in water will reduce the impact of drought on the economy and will also boost agriculture and housing construction. Boost agriculture. People, don't forget the agriculture sector is shrinking. We are import more now than ever before in terms of produce. Just remember that. So them the other things to keep in mind. Now him said we will create a special council of investment ambassadors. I guess it mean Mr. Michael Leachen, it mean Mr. Arbin Hill, it mean Dr. Clark and others, right? And him said them ambassadors, and Mr. Stewart from Sandals fame. Him say all them guys and them are gonna go out, and them are gonna seek out large investors from around the world and bring them to Jamaica. And people do not forget that in 2017, they made a trip to Israel. And when Mr. Michael Leachen was interviewed, he made it abundantly clear that the purpose was economic, was to get Israeli firms to come and invest in Jamaica. That was the purpose of that trip, among other things. There was some discussion about spyware. We won't talk about that right now, but forget that. All right. Then I'm going to say all of our young people who are not in a job or currently in school will have the opportunity to develop their knowledge, skills, and attitude through a national apprenticeship program and a national service program. No, I don't hear about it. So we have to ask Jamaics, you know anything about this thing here?
Which
and
one?
how and has it benefited anybody you know of? The National Apprenticeship Program. That's a program itself. And a national service program where they earn a stipend whilst gaining a skill, certification, and work experience.
I saw once him brought somebody from his constituency in the House of Parliament speaking about that, but I guess it's for a selective few. I don't know what is the requirement to get those type of things, but not in the wider public. I have no knowledge of.
Well, look, the Prime Minister. Go ahead, sir.
You said you saw once where one person from his constituency was brought in to talk about it.
Yes, man. Because remember,
did that one person benefit from the program?
They said that they have benefited from it, but in and around my community, anybody as I search far and wide, I don't know one person who benefit from that apprenticeship program.
All right, because here's the thing: language is very important, And when you put out a manifesto, you're making promises to people, so you have to be very careful about how you do it. You can't be reckless. And he used the word. Look at the first word in the highlighted sentence. First word is all. In the say some are those who qualify. All our young people who are
also
not in a job.
Our shows ownership.
Right.
So all our is he speaking on behalf of the country or he's speaking on behalf of the party?
I see where you're going.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It couldn't show ownership and then come out with something called national. It would have to say all our people, we will get them in an apprenticeship program. But when you say national, you talk about all of Jamaica. And the next one, national service program.
The party is spread across the nation.
Well,
so
I don't think the Prime Minister will take kindly to you and say, well, Mr. Prime Minister, what you actually meant was that we'll take care of the JLP people only, JLP youth only. I don't think you must say that.
But
hey, language is important. And I would say context matters. If this is how I interpret it within this context, I am correct.
But know why Kevin said that? No, because that green. You see everything green 9 and everything. That's why Kevin said that. And by the way, people, Kevin, I tell me something put it in a green this morning. I'm telling him, say, no, we can't do that. Because we don't want to make it seem partisan. Kevin, I said, no, put in green because I them say it. Right? So I put that orange and Kevin tell me no. Put that green. That's what Kevin tell me. Because I them say it, so put that green. Kevin can't go back at Jamaica anytime. So
not happening.
He can't go. Kevin can't go. So look at number 10. The man said, we will revitalize and rebuild our town centers and cities. Another question I have to ask is when you're going to do all of them things there? I mean, when you do this, it's only one term at a time. You can't say, well, then, you can't do this. You can't come out with a platform like this and say, we're going to do it in 15 years from now, because it would presuppose that that you're going to have 3 terms, right? And that would be a little bit, it would be uppity. It would be contemptuous for you. It just wouldn't sound right for you to come and ask for 1 term and you tell them to have plans for 3 terms. It wouldn't sound right. So I don't know, but him saying going to do all them things there. But it get better, I know. Get better. Let me just slide. Oh, here's another one too. If you're over, according to this chart here, if you're over 55, you're going to get free doctor visit and hospital care. If you're over 55, free. And you're going to get tests, whole heap of tests for the early detection of illness. So when the machine broke down, we still have a test with the broke down machine.
Wow.
What is the retirement age in Jamaica?
I don't know what the retirement is. I think it depends on the industry you're in and the company you work for, but it says 55 plus here. Right.
Well, it is 60 for, well, it's no moving. It's
Yeah, yeah. For the DPP. For the DPP.
It don't become a road. Yes.
I know people don't ask certain questions, but I do it all the time.
You know, Kevin, listen, Kevin, that was a setup. I'm rich at funeral now. You?
No,
Kevin.
we'll skip past this because, you know.
You understand what I'm going to ask, though? Because somebody at 55 would more than likely still be working and have some type of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a moot statement.
Here's
but
one.
It's pretty on paper, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's one for you, Jamaics. The laser beam of the next government, meaning he's talking about his government, because they were out of government at the time. Laser, well, not out of ruling. The laser beam of the next government's attention will be on providing our young people with reasonable skills training and jobs. Now, Kevin, I make the point that when him say our young people, he might talk about, could possibly be talking about JLP, young people. That's what I'm talking about.
The one that him know.
The one
it could mean everybody. It could mean everybody, right?
You know, I want a question right there. The jobs that he speak about, is he the one that builds the hotels? Is the one that builds the BPO sector? So how is he providing?
I guess he provides support by the perks that he's giving all of these companies
to exploit
the concessions. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Understanding.
Look at this one. It says right here, in the case of water catchment and storage, for example, our plans for promoting water harvesting mean that people will be employed to install the gutters and roofs and prepare catchment tanks. Now, tell me, is this happening, people? See it, yeah. If you don't think me a lie. In the case of water catchment and storage, for example, our plans for promoting water harvesting mean that people will be employed to install the gutters on roofs and prepare catchment tanks.
I want to say something quickly on the water system.
Go ahead.
They said that they will fix the water problem in 2016. And contrary to that, people in Westmoreland was protesting about water. And you also had tourists that was out there helping them to protest. And you have the Princess Hotel that was open the other day in December. That hotel had all the water it needed for construction, and I never hear once it opened the people have any water problem. But in the manifesto in 2016, and we just came out of 2024, so 1 + 1 are equal 3, same way. The hotels speak about reverse osmosis, which is a 3 filtration process of moving water from non-potable to potable water. The hotels say that them do that, but the Jamaican people can't find them water, and at a point in time, them scratch off the name of scratch off the truck from sewage and to put it to water truck.
Right.
And I can't understand how is that fixing the water problem. And we fast forward in 2024 and the people were protesting. So it now add up.
I'll tell you something else. When I get to the 2020, this is 2016. When I get to the 2020, you're going to this. You're going. That's why I'm trying. You're going to the same thing. You're going to the same thing. All right. So, and then what I want to do is I want to play my heroine, Jeanette Calder's piece on how you should view government, and so people can understand, right? as Doc Doc was saying, that you have to find leadership within yourself as well. Mean that you have to take action. It's about educating, but it's also about taking action. So we know that this not happened between 2016 to 2020. We know that never happened. Job creation. Let me see what else we have here. All right. Here's where we get to the jobs part now. I'm saying solving the water problem and the energy problem will also lead to more jobs, right? Everything will lead to more jobs because we are going to hire people for put up gutters, jobs, right? And we are talking about jobs that pay good money. Water, again, to reduce the strain on water supply, each house must harvest its rainwater. This requires gutters, barrels, or tanks, and proper filtration to be installed. So I must say, more work. And see to Ayaso, this side here, it says training and employing people to do these installations could create 5,000 jobs in the first year of implementation, growing to 10,000 after 5 years. I want to know, because them did it now 9 years, and this is 2016. I want to know in 2021 if there are 10,000 people installing gutters, making money.
I want to know if they had 5.
I wonder if it ever started.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And again, this now goes back to the economics class that we just got. We have more people doing the same amount of work as that less people were doing before. So I got to hire more people to do this job that people currently exist can do. How are we going to train them? Who are going to train them? What's the cost of training them? I didn't see where any of these questions were asked in 2016. So I'm asking in retrospect now with my 2020 vision.
Okay.
So, but please proceed, sir.
Okay. Then he's talking about solar energy, and here it is now. More jobs than the people. Jamaica full of jobs. I don't know why people not working.
That is why unemployment is down now.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is again. Installation of solar panels and solar water heaters on homes, hotels, and businesses can create another 5,000 jobs. Then go right here. In the public sector, an additional 1,500 jobs in training and installing alternative energy sources like water pumping, lighting of public business, etc. Then go to alternative energy sources. Him said to produce more bagasse for alternative energy production, the growing of more sugarcane or bagasse board, whatever, and well, they won't make it in a board, but they use it for burn for fuel, will result in more income for farmers and up to 4,000 more seasonal jobs in agriculture. And technicians to manage new activities for the conversion of waste to energy will create up to 500 more jobs. When I count that 1,000, how much jobs the man create?
So
Man, I'm not you know. Look at this.
Let's do some quick maths. Quick. There was 4,500 right this alone. There was another 5,000. We was taking the first 5 years. There was another 5,000. That's 95. That's 9,500. And before that, there was another 1,500. So that's 11.
To 20 up, you're saying? To 20 or so.
That's 31,000 that we're going to now in manufacturing, agribusiness.
And look down at the bottom, another 3.
So, okay, let's do those. Oh,
see a big one here, 30.
Hold on, go on. By my rough calculation, reach
another big one here, 20.
Okay, so about 85,000, right? So,
right.
One.
I will not finish it.
You see why, Doctor?
Hold on. See another big one here, 30 to 40,000
in 5 to 7 years. And that is in which business.
BPO.
Call center.
Place. In both
Right?
spots. Yeah.
Look at see a bigger one here, 50.
We're at 100,000 jobs in.
This 100,000 jobs I'm gonna create, right? Oh, here's another one, 30.
130,000.
That's an 130 in 5 years. 5 years. All right. Now, what about governance now? Him said his party I got tackle corruption in an uncompromising manner. Tackle corruption in an uncompromising manner. Don't forget, people, this is the same man who just went to court.
I just want to ask.
Go ahead.
Corruption or anti-corruption? Which one we're tackling?
That's true. Well, we are the junior minister in the ministry of you set it up for me from lick it down, right? We have the junior minister, the athlete in the ministry of national security, the one with zero law enforcement experience or security experience, who said that we're fighting against anti-corruption. So
corruption.
Yes, Miss Juliet. You can't call her name on Miss Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. She's the one.
Well,
right.
It wasn't hearsay.
No,
so,
it came straight out of her mouth.
Okay.
And guess what? She was reading it. It never just come out of her. She was a read it. She wrote it down. Some thought went into it.
Somebody wrote it down.
And she read it. If me read that, I'm say anti-corruption, I stop right this up. From rich auntie, stop and say, wait, what go on here? First of all, I would have read the thing before going up there and reading it.
A smart person would do that.
Yeah, you know, grab things from people and go up on stage, go read.
It's probably running late.
So I'm saying, we simply must bring an end to the incident of institutionalized injustice, abuse of power, and rampant corruption. This is 2016 now. This is before Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. This is before Leslie Campbell. This is before. So we must get rid of it. And here, look, under Labour Party government, officials exercising authority will be held strictly accountable and rigid sanctions will be imposed on persons found guilty of the abuse of power. So, if him not going to support a prison term for Leslie Campbell, him have to support a prison term for him.
As a reason, guilt, then why would he support his punishment?
Yeah.
If he doesn't support his guilt, why would he support his punishment?
Well, him can't fight against the guilt. Come in the Senate appeal I go through. Me say, the man found guilty and that's it. And sentencing is drawing nigh. So, JP government introduced automated business processes to reduce bureaucracy. Now, people, remember what this minister, the lady Dana Morris Dixon, who said that the reason why we have the 3 trillion unaccountable funds was because of there's a system that was implemented and look, this is 2016. I talk about introduce automated business processes to reduce bureaucracy. This is 2016, and then come 2024 and tell you said we had a system. We put in a system. The system went in 2018. That system went in. 2018. That system went in.
But a point, Sir Will.
Yes.
Remember, in 5 years' time, there's 130,000 jobs, right? And just go to the Acura system, which they haven't been able to understand all now, right? The new system from 2018. You remember Dr. Artin said that we're still behind in terms of technology. We're still at
1995.
Yes.
If you are people working, you know what technology does? Is to cut the job and the time, right?
Yeah, make it more efficient.
It boosts efficiency.
Right.
And that drives productivity.
Yeah.
Right? So you see why we're struggling in Jamaica? You see why? Because you can't master a system to keep bureaucracy, as you said, right? For make the bookwork up to date. So, why are we paying these people? Kevin, please answer. Why are we paying these people?
Hold on there. As Kevin has said, hold on on the dangerous part of the call. You hear them say, you talk about efficiency. Our prime minister in 2016 realized that Jamaica was inefficient in providing services, and there was a redundancy. And so what did he say? He said, we as a party and as a government, we have to reduce the number of ministries we have. Yes. Yes, man. See that, sir? See that?
Sure.
There needs to be a reduction in the number of ministries and a more appropriate allocation of responsibilities. So if this is the question in 2016, if this is a position, why the hell did we create Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs when it could have fit, when we could have the same responsibilities under the Ministry of Justice? Why? Why?
Dementia.
Him said right here, we have too much ministries. We need to cut them down because an appropriate allocation of responsibilities, because overlapping and blah 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 redundancy. So what we do, we're going to just become leaner, more efficient. Why is it that they did not move the Attorney General, Mrs. Malahoo Ford, put her under Mr. Delroy Chuck and tell her, okay, you're responsible for dealing with the Constitution and letting our people learn some civics lessons. How about that? Why you go create a new ministry, Mr. Prime Minister? People, these are the things when I tell you how much promises them making now. Go into the manifesto, that's what the promises them there now. The promises them we make, where we put up and things that we talk about. Them in this too, you know. But no, see that one, yeah. So we need to ask him, how come is it that we could have put the same function of the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs under Ministry of Justice? How come we could have done that, but we never do that? We go out and create a new ministry, spend, at my understanding is that it's over $1 billion it takes to create a new ministry, because you have to get buildings and you have to get new stationery and you hire more people and you have to do this and you have to do that and more government resources you have to throw at it. Go ahead, sir.
And also paying for the unoccupied building. So it's Alzheimer's. I believe it's Alzheimer's. And
no
people.
No. Yeah. No, our prime minister is also he also said that, listen, I'm the one who shepherded the Integrity Commission Act in 2017. I shepherded this thing out, right? And take it over from opposition leader Mark Golden, because it was the creation of that, the genesis of that was in the Ministry of Justice headed by Mark Golden, the prior administration. It wasn't completed. So him take it over and him say, yeah, we are done with this thing. And him do it. And him said, listen, when him did the speech, him said, two people. This is 2016 now, no people. We are going to talk about what happened in 2017. All of these promises are 2016. And then him said, listen, two people. The public will see they will see an abbreviated form of their statutory declaration, a summary. And the two people will be the minister, the prime minister, and the leader of the opposition. That's what I'm saying. And it's written, it's in the law. But in 2016, what him said, see it, yeah? In 2016, him said 3 people. See it, yeah? Prime Minister, leader of the opposition, and Minister of Finance. So we want to see, we would have seen when Nigel Amek, when Dr. Clark. We would have seen when Dr. Clark. We would have seen when Dr. Clark, Dr. Clark making money and wait there and all of that. But look, in 2016, him say, yeah, we want all 3. And 2017, him pass a law and him say, no, take out the Ministry of Finance. We want the Ministry of Finance just SATA. Want him to sit down right as up. Because I might have to draw for the Minister of Finance. I mean, they want to draw and then me involved and the Minister of Finance involved. That not going to look good. You know, one way for them. then him come with him 2/3 mandatory that the appointment to sensitive posts be approved by a 2/3 majority in each House of Parliament. And look who they on it. DPP. DPP. People don't see the promises them with the man make. All right. Whoa. Me get it, Kevin. Me show them that one there. But I'm going to show them anyway. All of you members in the diaspora who love the Prime Minister, you can love him for his promises, you know. But you must also despise him for failing to fulfill those promises. You can't just make him give you promises and you take it and then him don't fulfill them. And you say, well, they promised me. That's no sanky, no sing so. And that's how it works. You make a promise, fail to fulfill the promise, you must be held accountable.
Sure.
All of you who in the diaspora who raise the issue about representation in the States, and we are going to talk about that. Come on, microphone.
I Pegasus.
Yeah, they might work with me now. Might work against me. But this is something that was discussed prior to 2016, prior to this manifesto. And we're going to get into it later on. Kevin tell me every day, every Saturday, Kevin said, you keep on putting up all of them topics and you cannot finish them. That's what Kevin tell me. Kevin is right. But me also have to say, Kevin tell me if I put things in a green, I'm have to fight him and tell him, say, no, put them in a yellow, because we don't want to sound like, we're partisan, because we're not. But all of you in the diaspora, look on this.
I'm gonna go cut up my passport.
Look on that. For those of you who can't see, let me big it up here. See it there.
That is it.
Now, again, pay attention. Language is important.
Mm-hmm.
We will explore possibility.
Yeah.
Explore meaning to look at.
Yeah.
We look at it and we look away from it.
Hold on. You explore the possibility, and there was a point in time. That's why I'm saying this report here is not this positive of the issue, because later on I will show you where him say him support. Him gone beyond exploring now. And him say I support. And him cut it from 3 now to 1. But the 3 what I'm talking about right here, 1 was supposed to be a member of the clergy, 1 from the diaspora, and I don't remember whether, or 2 from the diaspora and 1 from the clergy. But the clergy was involved in that, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that they supported it in 2016. They supported it before 2016. In fact, in 2017, they openly supported it at a town hall meeting. No, 2016. In 2016, in September 2016, because this was like about January 2016 or thereabouts, because the election was February, I believe, in 2016. And in September of 2016, they came out and they said, not only are we trying to come up with a mechanism so that you can be represented in the Senate, but we're also coming up with a mechanism so that you can vote. And then all of a sudden, we don't hear not more. But Sita people, Sita, we have more.
The Ratigan?
Yes, sir.
Right. He said that words are very important.
Right.
Very important. That's all I have to say.
And then him start talk about the efforts to create the Integrity Commission. And it's interesting because let me just put this on. Look on this. Well, let me take it off. No, it can't go. You see right there, sir? No cover-ups. You see that? No more. No, him said no more. No more. So I admit that there are cover-ups. I'm saying
There are and there were cover-ups.
No more cover-ups. Right?
And he's aware of said cover-ups.
Yeah. And this is coming from the party of which he's the president, because I input the forward, input the big thing at the front, you know. So we have to attribute this to him as well, because otherwise he wouldn't put his signature upon it. Signature means that he must assent to this, he must agree with this. All right. Him say they must give special resources to public administration and appropriations committee so that they're more effective and blah, 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 blah. Now, look at this. Tougher penalties for breach of integrity in public office. So, I guess he's talking about my main man right now, and that is Mr. Leslie Campbell. He says swift and appropriate sanctions will be imposed for breaches of the laws which relate to public service and governance, particularly as they relate to the Corruption Prevention Act, the Financial Administration and Audit Act, blah, blah, blah. All of this formed into the Integrity Commission Act. So him said tougher penalties for breach of integrity in public office. He should come out now and boldly condemn what Mr. Leslie Campbell did and said, no, we cannot support him. Let him face justice. But we haven't heard anything.
Well, hold on. One second, Mr. Rattigan.
Yes, sir.
If I use in Mr., you know that I'm addressing something here. And it's not even something you said or something you did. I'm addressing something that I just read in the chat. Miss Janet Jones, how una feel know a lot of you people help in the degradation of our fragile country downfall. How una live with yourself. All right. Let me address a few things here. You can't take yourself out of it. So you can't say you people, because we're all in this. And I don't know where you stand, if you're affiliated with one party or another. Really and truly, I know Kevin Stew don't stand for any party. The only party I stand for is the one that I play at.
At 8 o'clock.
I stand for representing the people, and I stand for the growth and development of our country. Whomever it is in power at the time, if they're not doing their job, I'm going to talk about what they're not doing. If they're doing their job, I will talk about what they are doing. So the mere fact that the JLP is currently in power and the JLP have made promises or representatives of, and those have not been fulfilled, we collectively had a part to play in that, because we sat back and watched it. We allowed it to happen. These people are answering to us. They are employed by us, but that is why they don't have to come to us in order to get their jobs.
There you go.
Please understand this. And for anybody coming in and Jackie Thomas, this one is for you, all my PNP friends, you know, the JLP friends. You know, tell them good evening too. All I keep is friends when I do have them. I don't care which color flag you fly under. Listen, the sooner we get away from this party politics thing and start looking at what is happening with our government. And our government is made up of two main parties. Look at what our government is doing and how we are responding and communicating with our government. The sooner we get to that point is the sooner we can start seeing some viable solutions. Because at that point now we sit down and we discuss issues and stop talking about foolishness, who run yellow, green, purple, blue, which color you want to run. I start big up still. No. So get in the mind right. And please don't make me have to interrupt the flow again. Please. And thank.
All right. Well done. I think Janet said we don't understand our comments, and I think she tried to clarify it. But, you know.
I talk for everybody. I address everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin have the microphone, so Kevin a DJ for everybody. So I said this goes for everybody. We have to support Kevin. So big up yourself, Isaac Buchanan.
Blessings all. Greetings.
Isaac, blessings to you.
Yes, sir.
That's a bulletproof vest. I don't understand. What kind of vest that you have on, Isaac?
I'm in Portland Eastern.
I don't know what I mean.
Worried?
Isaac, I'm glad you're here. Let me jump on this. With the Prime Minister and the JLP promised in 2016 that they were going to abolish circuit courts and replace them with permanent high courts. To the best of your knowledge, has this taken place?
Absolutely not. In fact, one of the reasons why some of these cases take so long is because the circuit sits for a very short while. It's very frustrating to my colleagues on the other side because everything is musical chairs. So oftentimes some of the judges sit, and the circuit means anything outside of the home circuit. So you have the Westmoreland circuit, in the different parishes, and they don't sit right through. So if you have a trial, it certainly lasts. It can last a very long time, especially if it's not completed within the circuit. And so it either doesn't start, and you have a lot of persons who are either languishing in prison on pre-trial without bail or on bail for in excess of 8-9 years.
All right. So, folks, you see that's another promise that has not been fulfilled 9 years after it was made. All right. So I want somebody, and there's a reason why we put these up and up so that them can't say I'm me saying this is coming from the party signed off by the then leader of the opposition, who has been the prime minister going on 9 years. Right. So there's no argument here about the promises made and the promises not kept. Here's another one. We will declare no crime zones in critical public spaces in which a zero tolerance approach will be taken to even the smallest infraction of the law. I thought speak to us about that, no? The no crime zones.
No crime zones. No, you see, those are only zones when the prime minister calls a state of emergency.
Okay.
Governor General declared. So there's no such thing. Is this a part of the first 100 days manifesto? Is it something you're reading from?
This is 2016. This is not even the 2021. This is the 2016. We're going to get to the 2021 next week.
There's a first 100 days or current approach to treating offenders is effective and requires urgent reform. We will take steps within the first 100 days in office to enact or amend laws making provisions for. Oh God, that wasn't done either.
Okay, so you see, even that practice the 100-day thing for a while, because the 100-day thing I think was 2020, around September 2020, August, September 2020, him come out with that. But see, my practice the 100-day thing from 2016, people. So I don't think it's something novel when him come up with it in 2020. That's something I practice, and that's something I feel at. I feel at it from 2016. So Isaac said none of them things, and Isaac should know, because Isaac is a practitioner in the system, and he's saying that none of them things are not happen. Here's another one again, 7 within our first year in office. Community-based policing. We need Chairman Ron James to rock down this way, but Isaac, do you know anything about construction or the deployment of 30 small police posts in areas identified as crime hotspots?
Can't answer to that. I can say that they have refurbished several police stations. So I can give that to them.
How about this one here? A minimum of 15 joint police military posts in high ground areas which criminals regularly occupy or retreat. You know anything about that one?
Possibly set up in Dubai.
In Dubai. How about this one? That they would make it a policy that every housing development consisting of 400 or more units must have a post to accommodate community policing officers.
I wonder if Lease Flat have it.
That's exactly where my mind went.
The piece of property that 400 alone.
How much units them reach? Them reach 800, 728. What is the number now?
Look at this one. We will set aside a share of 2% of the road maintenance budget to build out CCTV systems. Me none of Jamaica I'm talk about. Me none of Jamaica I'm talk about in that 2016. But that's what he said. All right. Now, I'll go by yourself.
But you just went so fast with that one. Isn't Jamaica I broke down?
Blinded.
The eye closed
No, I
right
just
now.
wanted Jamaica, you're here with me now. Is Jamaica I broke down because they had a budget. They had set aside 2% of the budget for maintenance of Jamaica I.
Jamaica pink
So
eye.
I don't know what's happening there.
Well,
I don't know who thumped Jamaica high in the eye, but it's not opening up, as the minister said. I don't know if it's the smartest thing to do to publicize it, but he has done it. I don't know. I don't know.
We had Kevin, I don't see it here, but we had something about the Jamaica Eye. We had it.
It is. Keep going to the
left. Oh, see it here? Hey, look at this. That's a 2%.
Yeah, that's the CCTV footage that they have a budget for. They're saying it's broken.
See, then our main man writers are talking. A smile to when him talk. Him says significant number of Jamaica cameras down, says Chan. Now, what is interesting is that him said this reality is that maintenance is a problem. No, him talk about this in 2016, people. 2016, him talk about, Say him going to put 2% of the road maintenance budget towards building out this CCTV. 2016. Look on the date of this article, yeah. 2024. See it, yeah. Oh, no, see something wrong with that, people.
But Mr. Rattigan,
yes, sir.
What is at play right here? Even if the money was allocated, right? There's no maintenance work. So how them expect to keep something? Imagine if you don't brush your teeth them now gonna get yellow and drop out and something.
Well, go on, yeah.
So me not understand. Nobody take notice of the maintenance process. The road them gone bad because no maintenance. The hospital them gone bad because there's no maintenance. The police car them, the police station them gone down because there's no maintenance. JUTC gone down because there's no maintenance. If him in a 2016 see the need to build out Jamaica Eye, and then in a 2024 you're coming and saying that they are down. Now you waste the Jamaican people money. You now show incompetence that you don't realize that maintenance is a major part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Kevin, link me up with 2016 there.
100% increase.
Link me up back with 2016. I mean, about 2016 gone, jump to 2020.
Time flies.
You know, I see it, man.
But when you look at it, when you're looking at the society, ignorance is rewarded and hard work is shunned. Because only thing a man like Isaac get is a big up in the paper, and Mr. Blind Eye got a national award. We don't add that award.
See it there? See it there?
Isaac probably had too much work.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No, it is not. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it got deleted. I don't know what happened. It jumped off.
That's that fault. It's alright, we'll bring it back. It's Isaac's fault.
people, they say, you know what, me touch a 2020 and show no what, you know. Because the 2020 worse than 2016, you know, in terms of the promises, you know.
It can't get worse than that. I said never there from the start.
No.
It's bad, man. It's really, really bad. It's rotten. Oh, God.
Like that.
Hold
Sorry.
on. I'll fix it up here.
It's not necessarily bad, you know, Jamaica. It's empty promises.
Oh. So
Let us pick up where
we know about the promised land, and this man is the promised man.
Oh, we're on there. All right, Tita. All right. Oh, see, Martha, so him say we will also give an incentive for commercial companies. Remember to invest in CCTVs and link them to the police network. Now, Kevin, let me just jump back to the article with him. I talk about the article with him. I talk about the
Jamaica Eye.
Jamaica Eye.
Over to the left.
Right, that's all right. Yeah. Then I'm saying we're going to find a company and we're going to have that company do the maintenance and thing. Look what I'm saying right here. Look what I'm saying right here.
Maintenance problem.
Him says, since we have gone digital with the telecommunication system, nobody in the country has an effective island-wide technology maintenance system. No, 2016, the man said, yes, we're going to give it out to a company and have them. 2016, him said that. 2024, him said, nobody on the island can maintain it. You don't think about this before you talk.
I swear.
Look what I'm saying. Him said, there is no national body with a full maintenance program. There are a significant number of cameras that are down. I see my smile when I talk there. You know. Ginal. I didn't say that. Him say that. And I think him say, I think further down in the article, him said there's only one company. Yeah, here it is. Him said we're negotiating with a new company that is willing to go in and establish the system. Here it is. Chang said only one company has shown ability to set up the operation required to do the maintenance of the cameras. You tell me this in a 2024 and in a 2016 you say, yeah, we'll get a company that will going to deal with the maintenance. And you have nothing in place. But you just freely, like I said, make empty promises to people. And the whole will go, yeah. We'll support the thing. Because we trust you. We trust that the things that are required, you will make sure so that they're taking, everything is taken care of. We trust that. But let me go back to the 2016. We have to finish up and we have to talk to Isaac about the although I'm saying no theme things still, but we have to talk to him about the tablet drive and all that. No, you hear him say right there, so no. Them say them are going look at them buy. Them say them are take the box approach to building police mobility during the first 2 years in office by purchasing 600. Look what them put. Look what come after 600 used motor vehicles. How you can have your first responders them I buy used motor vehicles, used where anybody can buy it off of the lot. You don't get nothing with a reliable, durable transmission, engine, suspension, brakes. That is what you need for the Jamaican roads. And you give to your first response, you police them, and you buy used.
National security is of no importance to the current government, and they illustrate it over and over. Tell you that from 2016, them have somebody for work on the camera. We not see it. Come and tell us that the camera them down. I use used car to try to be effective in a society that is high in crime. It's simple illustrate that them not care about crime fighting, and then come and laugh about it.
4 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock, between 4 and about 4:35. Actually, was earlier than that. Me had the ATIs, you know. And one of the things when me ask about is this. Me ask them about the vehicles. Me ask them about how much ambulances on I have, where them assign, how many vehicles on I have, how many of them inoperable. All them questions I asked this morning. While them asleep, me I ask the questions. So when I'm going to the office Monday morning, them I go see the questions and I wait upon them. But that is where it takes. You have to be persistent. Look at this. Them say them are going to achieve full literacy and numeracy by the end of primary school. Me not think them reach that. Look on the next one, reducing violence and antisocial behavior. Me not think that the one they reach neither. Not on the videos them when me see I come out of school with students that beat up teacher and teacher beat up students.
With regards to the police vehicles, Art Nels Reed said, in my area we have 5 to 6 officers on patrol in one vehicle. 5 to 6 in one what kind of vehicle? And what kind of patrol them are doing? Them not a patrol, them are look for somebody.
Look at this one here. Maybe Isaac can answer this for us, or Jamaics. They said they're going to remove mandatory school fees at secondary schools by increasing funds per child in the national budget. Is that true? Based on what you know?
Based on what I know, I don't know nothing of this. I'm not really engaged with anybody that goes to secondary school. But this is news. I don't know about this. Honestly, first time reading it.
From 2016, I knew.
I guess I'm not an informed Jamaican. Please.
That one is a tricky one, though.
Please.
All right.
It's tricky because you're not supposed to, if you're in secondary, you're not supposed to be paying school fees. What the schools have done is to have a stipend that you are to pay, and it's a practice that I guess they're trying to say that they're going to cut out the practice by supplementing what the schools would want. But I mean, I can't even say if it was ever done.
Here's another one.
Because we've had so many, we'll have such mess at the Ministry of Education. They were busy having the money escaping nearby bushes.
902 billion of it
gone. So we can't speak to what the reality of what is there.
Here's another one. They were going to provide annual maintenance support for all schools.
Not done. Teachfield in Portland there. Anyway, let me leave that one.
Remove
their schools are not being maintained when it rains, it leaks, all of that. So they've neglected the schools all across Jamaica.
Okay. So
there's a gentleman from CVM TV, I think George something in name. When the uncontested by-election was going on in Northeast Centre, people just coming out of Beryl, people were saying, why is it that the government don't prioritize the rebuilding of school and refurbishing of school? That gentleman had said that he preferred that the government uphold the right of having the constitutional right of having the by-election. And I'm saying, people were saying, why not prioritize the school? So with that saying that every year, you said annually they would refurbish high schools, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that man said better we use the 30 million on the by-election and to hell with the schools, for lack of better word. Sorry.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to show, because we talk about the Ministry of Education. I was going to show this and then cut over to the report that Jam put together from the information provided by the Auditor General and show you that despite what you're saying here, we can go back and show that almost for the entire time that this government has been in place, based on the report that we've seen for 9 years, that they were even paying people who left the ministry. Some of them, I suspect they are foreign, yeah. And them still have a check I got to them. And them gone. It's not a retirement check either. Not a retirement check. So cash them check. What was
All
that?
right, so Marcia Ramsey said I paid school fee up to August of last year, and at secondary school, Marcia, and Loy says I'm an educator in the U.S. and it's the worst I've seen. Students migrating from Jamaica, most of them coming in now cannot read. You're a teacher at what level, Loy?
Well, Kevin, if them say them got full literacy coming out of primary school, it can't be somebody who like high school level. Then it can't be. It must be below primary school level.
Mr. Rottigan, you will be surprised. Listen to the music in Jamaica. When the youth them tell us them dunce are real. No disrespect. Only 18% of our youths that did CXC last year got 5 subjects or more. So that should tell you when you say the high in crime, the high crime and violence, you know that it's because of what them are saying. So them are telling them reality. So you won't be surprised that it is high school that they're talking about. The youth and attention about schoolwork.
Like I'm at an elementary level.
Yeah, teaching the 4th grade. Marcia said
Yeah. Look. Just jump to and skip this thing. I want to get to ISAT. There's a more continue universal access to healthcare for all Jamaicans and extend services to include more preventive, diagnostic, and specialist services. We know that's not true. No, me not for ask ISAT that. Me not for ask Jamaics that. Me and Kevin live a foreign. That are not true. That is not true. So people, you see what we are going through. We're not talking about the 100 days thing with the video, This is something where them putting at them 2016 manifesto was supposed to happen. And it happened since 2016. I could just quickly jump to this thing. Here's another one. They more recruit workers from overseas in order to complement the local workforce. Nobody from overseas now come work for $15,000 a week. We know that. So, and whoever can do that and come here, we don't know one them.
No, but you realize majority of the workers at the rebuilding of the Cornwall Regional Hospital are outside workers too.
How much am I pay them?
They do it well. All I'm saying is if they ever achieve something and trying to do it is to replace the Jamaican labor force with foreign people. I mean, they're even importing ice the way they love foreign. Even the ice come from foreign.
Define foreign.
No, people. One of the complaints I've heard is that the hospitals they don't have the proper equipment to diagnose you, like them say ultrasound and this a machine and machine for EKG and all them stuff. They don't have it, and them say what they do is they realize that the government has outsourced it, and so. Don't think it now cost no. Somehow know what a lot of you who need them services. You know it costs and it's not free. And what the government do is them outsource it so the government don't them say, yeah, you will have access to it. It's not the same thing as the government is going to provide it. And here it is right here. They've divested. The divestment of various support services such as housekeeping, laundry service, ground and building maintenance, and catering will be pursued. Look at the last sentence. Big it up here. Specialist services in hospitals such as the lab facilities, ultrasound, radiotherapy, and the radiology unit will also be divested. So what that means is that yes, you have access to it, but not what we not give to, no. We not forgot to go speak. So when them say universal health care and you will see a doctor and all of this stuff, it don't mean that, people. It don't mean that. Don't let them fool, no. This is 2016. Just remember that this is 2016. Housing, we never touch that because I peer like them tell about this. So, look at see what else they are, where they're talking about. Nice picture. Oh, them go through the candidates, them right there. So, some of them get rid of them already. Them get okay. They want to see some of them. Oh, all right. We get back to water. So look at them say, no, tell me if this happen. They might build new water treatment plants and do deep water drilling in the hills and bringing water from the north coast to the south coast. I just want the Prime Minister know, so me have some people that will look work, some of my family members, and if we know about this, please let me know so we can have them apply, because they're hard-working people, and if you're going to do them things and you're going to pay them a decent salary, they will do it. But we don't know about this. We don't know about new water treatment plants and deep water drilling. I don't know anything about that. Then here's another one. They will increase the percentage of rural homes with access to potable water from 60 to 85%. First of all, who said they are 60? And the moment move to 85. And in the urban areas, it will go up to 95. And
but Mr. Rattigan, I just want to let you know that the Water Commission is charging whether or not you get water in the pipe. The bill is coming because they have those expensive bills that's printed, and you get it. Certainly the biggest cry in Portland Eastern now is that they don't have water. So the irony is that there has been some improvement in the water, but there's no 60%, much less to take it to 85%. And we do have a water problem. So that is a lie.
Look at this one here.
I want to tell you about the small change that they did with their slogan. Remember, we grew up with the slogan, water is life. NWC now tell you that they're serving you in so many ways. So I'm asking, is water not life anymore? It is for the rich and famous?
Well, that's so they start out this water section, so water is life.
Not anymore. Trust me, if you go on the website of NWC, it will tell you, serving you in so many ways. But you make sure you have your money.
Okay. Here's another promise that they're going to establish an aerospace college at Burnham Field. And then we're going to train Jamaicans and internationals to deal with the growing demand for aircrew and technicians. Because China are going to need 20,000 pilots in the next 10 years. I never hear about this aerospace college. Because we have some relatives who that really love for really getting involved in this thing. And they might look working on Mr. Prime Minister. So if you can make me know when this thing I got, I can make my family members them know and people in them communities so them can show up because they really want a job. Here's another one. They might reserve land space to accommodate future establishment of an aerodrome at Duck and Field. I don't see nothing about that. I don't see nothing about. Then they complete Ian Fleming Airport. They did. At what expense? At what expense? It's running at a loss. It's running at a loss. I know something curiously and interestingly. There's a Sandals development not too far from this airport. So connect the dots.
So how is that a loss?
It a run at a loss because them not have enough passengers and them spend so much money for widening the runway. And oh, by the way, that is the same airport, where them have this drug find, the big drug find, and them don't know who bring the bag of drugs, the duffel bags, plural, of drugs, and yet still secure report it offer them free the technology so that them could not see who are come, who are go, who left bags, and them say we don't want it. So people just connect the dots. Look on that one here. Isaac just mentioned about electric bill come. How electric bill for come? A big printed electric bill. How that for come when we are conserve and we have energy efficiency and we are diversify and we are modernize the whole thing. The Prime Minister tell me this, see it right there, so we're going to modernize things and diversify. Where I start to talk about. And we are going to reduce it, electricity consumption through an energy efficiency program. And then we're going to reduce it within 5-year period. And then we're encourage the most efficient type of electricity generation. I said, where are the you tell life on the people, them man? Them not
about water.
Eh?
I said that about water bill.
Water bill?
Yeah,
Well, we should not get a water bill. We should not get the water bill, because the thing. So we are get hope for distribute liquid natural gas. We don't understand what going on. We think ISAT, I don't know if ISAT has the thing through a different side kind of lens, but the things that ISAT has said, them not jive with all the man them say them all do the things. Them say them all deal with, look at this, committed to increase public education and heighten national awareness where environmental best practices are concerned. We must lift the profile of our campaign for good and responsible management of our environment. So if that is the case, what happened with the Rio Cobre?
And also the Maroons in the coffee country.
Yeah, with the mining. Mr. Prime Minister, you know what's going on here, sir? Oh, I said, do you
You
know
have to remember, when these things don't happen in the first 100 days, it falls by the way. So you're reading an expired document.
Okay, understand.
Oh,
Well,
all right. All right. I'm reading an expired document. All right, hold on a second. Well, let's keep all of them things out. We have more pandis, you know. Whole heap of things left pandis where we need to talk about. But I said, we are reading an expired document. So here's what. That was 2016. So the Prime Minister now, him win by the election must be by one vote, one member, right? One MP, then win it by. And him said, listen, I want to give you a chance that we are going to make do. We are going to come good power promises them in the people. So here's what happened now. In a pandemic, we are going to call an election. Yeah, man, we'll call election. Even though people are dead and get sick, we'll call election. We're Jamaicans. We're
1 year before it was due constitutionally.
Yeah, which is allowed to do. And he said, we're resilient. Forget about COVID. COVID doesn't affect Jamaicans. We have Busy and we have Cersei and we have Willie Command them in St. Thomas and Clarendon. Some of them are related to some of them too. So he said, no, man, them man, they can't deal with the thing. Them man, they are a scientist, we call them. And they're scientists. So here's what them to know. So I said it was an old thing, 2016. Boom! I could look on 2020 and say, can we know them now go try fool with 2020? You know what I'm saying? No. We are going to skip all them fancy thing them right there, so. And we could go back now. Look, bossy. Ciao.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah. Hey. Man, son of
you're not young again like that.
Well, you know, the pressure of the job, brother. So,
tell me how, Mr. Rattigan. 2016 was the prosperity or is 2020? Which one of them?
Both of them.
Still loaded.
Oh, it's prosperity 2.0.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Just
2016 was looking forward.
2016 was that?
Looking forward.
No, you don't know what? No, Jamaica, you know, had a discussion about agro parks and things like that. The man say, right, so say, he might do all of them things, he must set aside land, he might go do agro park, but we don't want to touch it. We want to touch some of the things we touching in 2016, like water, we want to go back, and health. No, watch you know, you see that one of people? Watch right here now. See the trick here now. Trick here. We will provide high-quality diagnostic service through public-private partnerships. That's when them friend them have the machine in them private practice, you know. That's what that means, you know? And then refer you to them friend, you know. You know, get it at the hospital. The one at the hospital I got broke down. It got broke down. When that your turn, it got broke down. Trust me. When that your it got broke, and them all said, listen, it's not working, but guess what? If you go down the street down there, so there's one
radiology.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
Go to Ochi.
Yes. So let me go to the water one because you know say my boy him do all of them things that him say I do the water, you know. Education. Oh, by the way, hold on there, man. Patrick, me know you watch me when you say hold on there, just lick me and say yeah, your wife. I did with laugh now. And they say right there. If him say hold on there, that means something now go on, you know. Hey, why we are dealing with tablets? Why we have a tablet drive? I said we shouldn't have a tablet drive. Look at the first bullet point, closing the digital divide. Him said them a procure over 100,000. And that is just a start. We will continue to expand the tablets in schools initiative, starting with procuring over 100,000 for teachers and students, and then building beyond that number. So why you have a tablet drive? Me don't understand that.
I have a tablet drive because the people of Portland Eastern, they don't have the tablets.
No, sir.
And in a school which is heavily populated, they have 5, sometimes 10 tablets that they have to, like the Kindle that they use in the classrooms. But I'm telling you, if you want to close the digital device, the tablets need to be in the homes and the tablets need to be in the schools. That is what the tablet drive is for. Those things look nice and dandy, but I keep saying it. Why is it that after going through a pandemic and preparing for a digital infrastructure in terms of learning, why is that not done 4 years later, post COVID? We should not be having this conversation. But once again, 100 days did expire, and you're reading an expired document.
So 100 days expire, and 100 tablets. We don't have no accountability for 100,000, 100,000 tablets. See, there are no people. I don't make it up. No, for I them put this inside. And remember, now, when you put things on paper and you think it through, especially a document like this, you think it through. So what I'm saying now, if you read this, what you're saying is, shame on you, ISAT. You should not be doing any tablet drive because we gone over 100,000 and we are providing everybody with a tablet. So maybe you are get a tablet and I sell them. Maybe that you are do. But
it's contrary. It's in contrary to what the established Honorable Prime Minister had outlined in his document to say that the tablets are there. But unfortunately, we have Isaac here talking about a tablet drive. Are you being honest, Mr.?
No. Here's why Isaac is correct. Because if you, again, people, it's all about critical thinking and connecting dots around here. If you go to the JAMP, the JAMP report, which cascades from the Auditor General's report, you will find in there where them tell you say tablets cannot be accounted for.
Oh, so Isaac, right there.
Yeah, so I just jive with Isaac, but seriously, things are missing, and we're gonna do a program on that because one of them tell me say the tablets are not missing and them can account for them because then they have to go show away. They have to go show away. By the way, did they abolish the shift system in public schools?
In some schools.
But not in all schools, right?
No.
Okay.
Remember, they had an incompetent minister at the time.
All right. They said they're going to develop 6 science-focused high schools. Do you know those 6 schools?
No, that didn't happen.
And they said they're going to develop a performing art school, focused high school that prepares students for careers in the performing arts. No,
it remains the performing arts mecca.
All right.
But note again that these are all goodies and empty promises. So all they have to do is come up with nice ideas to excite the base, and people think that nice things are happening. But we're still waiting. Can you sleep with your windows and doors open? That's the big one.
No.
Mr. Rattigan. I don't understand why you say you're going to go into the 2020 next week and you have ice at your tie out, why you bleach out the man?
Yeah, true. Let me just get to the water one then, because we talk about that. You're right. Hey, boss, man. Hold on a second.
So you have no beautiful speaking, but you have beautiful writing.
Yeah. With the water thing, then we just get to the water and then we don't want to tie out Isaac. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Isaac, you and your father, me having on in the middle of the month, Me and Kevin are having on for go through some music thing and we are going to promote something. So just talk to him and make sure say everything nice. All right. Say all the we never want to
will do.
Eh?
Consider it done.
Just tell me the date.
All right, no problem. Where's the water one, man? Manufacturing. We don't have no manufacturing. That's a joke. Tourism. The money not in Jamaica. The beaches are in Jamaica and the sunshine, but the money is not in Jamaica. Put water in the back, because I know say no complete the water thing, so put it on the back. If I like, We can't make them people that see that kind of go beat me, you know. And people don't say, me I read the thing, you know, because they say, oh, me I highlight and thing, you know. Hold on there.
Boy, if him didn't know, say, a Wilfred Rattigan exists, he wouldn't do all them things.
I tell you, man, me up late at night and I read them thing, you know. Kevin, what the water there, Kevin?
It run out.
No, man. I did?
No.
Electricity.
After this.
That do reverse osmosis in a radiate.
You mentioned that. Air pollution and air management. This man, I know why we say the water thing, you know. So you put the water thing, physical planning, climate change. What the water there? Disaster response. So we don't have none of that because Beryl showed that. So we don't have none of that.
Building a digital Jamaica again.
What this man do?
Go digital.
Go, make it smaller so you can move faster.
Science. And when we say science, we say science. I don't know who we are talking about.
About the science there, can no science there.
Science. Kevin, what water there? Entertainment. I'm pass it.
No entertainment there either. Only Vibes Cartel was able to remind Jamaica what entertainment is. And we saw that Babsy Grange the Honorable Babsy Grange had made herself present for a photo or a video, because you know you have to look good for the media. Instagram turn up later.
Oh, Kevin, talk to me, man. Give me a signal. What the water there, brother?
And I mean, you write the thing.
Never help them write it. Youth, local government. Infrastructure. How about this? House. Water! See, you so far the man put the water though. The man put it down on the back, you know. See it now? All right. Listen to this. More. It's got to happen already. Rainwater harvesting capacity. And schools will benefit from this. And they're going to ensure that rural spaces and places have access to water for life and livelihoods. Right? And them have catchment tanks and all this by 2030. Now, how many of you knew that Jamaica have a desalination plant? How many people know about this? And the purpose of this is the desal. I see it in the Middle East. It's in the Middle East a lot. Because what them do is take seawater and convert it to drinking water. Right? Our plant will just take the salt out and minerals and all that stuff. So, you know, it's pure water. Jamaica have one, you know.
Where?
Yeah, man. See just
no. What's the location?
See,
can you pin it?
See that, brother. See that. Wait.
Desalination. What the location is?
Yeah, man. It's Ferry Springs at Moses Lake. I don't know which part that there. If I Middle East that there, Moses Lake. I don't know. But see that, it's a development of desalination plants, plural.
It's a Ferry Spring?
There it is, up to from the Brackish Ferry Springs at Moses Lake. That's one of them. Let me say more specifically. So we want to know where are the rest of these plants? Where are the other plants? Where are they? I don't know where them there. Then we have sewage and wastewater. I think sewage.
No, I don't pass the flood water management because I like that one.
Okay.
I like the water security guard implementation. Because all they did was to monitor the system to reduce the risk of loss and life. So in the rain falling and the place is being flooded, you just monitor it.
That's it.
So I like that one. They're very good at that.
Stand on a dry hill and watch what go on. That's how you monitor it. Or has it been monitored, Isaac?
Wastewater treatment plants.
The same way if you're a security guard in a bank and you're getting robbed, you tell the people we're getting robbed. You just monitor and let them know that it's happening. It's not like you can stop it.
Where is it? Where is it? Where are the desal plants though, ISAT? I need somebody to tell me that. The Prairie Springs at Moses Lake. Where is Moses Lake? Is that on the coast? Because that's where you'd have your desal plants. You have the desal plants on the coast, so the seawater is right there, and then you just convert it right there. I don't know if you'd have I've never heard of a desal plant in the middle of our country. Never heard of it. But
it kind of makes sense to have brackish water though. If the source is brackish.
Moses Lake is a lake in Washington State, not Jamaica, you hear?
What?
you know, say.
Hold on a second. No, man, you're joking. You mean Moses Lake is a lake? No, man. Yeah. ISAT, come on, no. No. I don't think my government would do something like that.
No,
I think my Jamaican, nice Jamaican government. That's a Moses Lake is where?
Man, say Washington State.
Hold on there. Moses Lake, Jamaica.
Check your search engine again, because that can't right. People have no behavior. Mr. Rattigan, you're giving ISAT 9 minutes?
Yeah, ISAT. Let me move this. But we're still looking for Moses Lake.
The search engine so that they cannot. I typed specifically Moses Lakes in Jamaica. The search
next week we're going to go check.
The search engine say it can't find it.
I look at it and I say Jamaica Bay. I don't say Moses Lake. I'm sure, no man, there has to be there must be a Moses Lake in Jamaica.
Let's ask Beanie Man.
There's a real estate place. One real estate listing for singing Moses Lake.
Must know.
No, here it is right there. There's a Moses Lake, man.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a Moses Lake. Yeah, there's a Moses Lake. But why would you have a desal plant? And why would you have a decent plant in a place where you have a houses being sold for $644,000 US?
Which location is the Moses Lake?
It's a listing for sale in Moses Lake. No, I said right. It's in Washington.
Okay. Because I'm telling you that the search engine told me there's no Moses Lake in Jamaica.
All right. Well, I said you have 8 minutes. Go ahead, brethren. Talk about the drive and how we can help and all this stuff and what's going on with you.
Oh, I mean the drive. We talk about Happy New Year, everybody. The tablet drive is a continuing drive. We're gonna have an essay competition with the kids kicking off when school reopens next week. But notwithstanding, I've managed to give away 200 tablets so far. Between the shows, your show, Mystic, Andre Stevens, my show, just across the platforms, Mystic Sensation and others. Across the platforms, so far, we're up to an additional, looks like it's going to fall to be an additional 200 tablets. So we are ongoing. What persons in that have been doing is that if they don't pay directly to Geotech, they simply send the money to the GoFundMe account and they indicate that the money is to be used for the purchase of tablets, and then we go ahead and do that. So the tablet drive is picking up. I must thank you guys so far for providing the tablets. Maria specifically and yourself, who decided that you want the tablets for the high school students, and you have the keyboard and the mouse and the pen. It's a different type of tablet, but the tablets cost in Jamaica roughly $95 US. It comes directly to us with case, and if you buy one, you get one free from the Geotech. We are working with Geotech because it's the best offer, and it's much more convenient if it comes that way because we want to clear it and all of that. So the information, you can contact me or Ishmael on our relevant platforms. Instagram, my phone number 832-2205, area code 876. And we're just going to continue with the tablets and ensure that all the kids in Portland Eastern have access to a tablet, because no, notwithstanding what was said in the expired manifesto of 100,000 tablets across Jamaica, if you break it down and you look at the population density, you really have to take it parish by parish. As I'm doing the tablet drive, you have to realize that it's every child who needs to have the tablet. It's a necessity like a toothbrush. You hear Jamaica say, if you don't brush your teeth, it go get yellow. Well, if you don't have the electronic device, you are having a serious learning deficiency. I've had conversations with persons that says chalkboard and chalk and blackboard is the way to go when it comes to education. And I disagree. The children are way more advanced. Ironically, you have persons, children know you guys on this platform a lot more than their parents because they're using the YouTube and they're getting access to the information. That is what we need. So the tablet drive is continuing. It is not a political it's not a part of the political campaign, but it is a necessity identified. And so collectively, it doesn't matter whether you're a PNP or a GLP, children are not party affiliated at this level. They can't even vote. So we're giving them the tools that they need so they can be productive and they can dream big when it comes to education. We have to close the deficit so that Kevin won't say a child comes to the United States and dunce. Because certainly in my time before Jamaica born, kids when you left Jamaica as the dunces child in a class in Jamaica and you touch America, you can go college instantly. No, they're telling you must come home from school and rub out your hand middle and rum and boom and these things. So no, we need to get back to a place where intelligence and competencies are natural, second nature, and I have no comment on whether people need to speak the Queen's English. They just need to have critical thinking and you be yourself in terms of your expression. And that's certainly what I knew Jamaica was. I know they say PEP is the best, but common entrance works for me. Mental ability, critical thinking was a part of the curriculum. And when we went to high school, you keep up and you had to learn like osmosis. So now the technology is there. I cannot fathom how we expect children to advance in a technological world.
I said.
I'm not understand.
Let me stop you quickly.
So that's it.
Let me just tell the people, bring the likes to 1,000, please, please. Lyrics, I beg on me, I beg on everybody, I beg on. Bring the likes to 1,000. I said freedom as a suggestion. She said, can people who might not be able to purchase a tablet, can they make small donations that when combined, you can buy some tablets. So
yeah, and that's the thing. How I look at it, because what persons have been doing is they just send what they can to the GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
I think last week we were trying the Cash App, and Kishendo had sent his Cash App or Zelle or something like that. You do what you can because it add up. If 5 persons send $20, that's a tablet.
All right. And let me
so
just tell
if you donate to the GoFundMe and it adds up, when you're doing the donation, put tablet beside it, and when it accumulates, it's a tablet. Geotech, sometimes they'll just give me 20 tablets.
All right.
Because it's coming into them and they'll just give me at a time. Thank you.
Let me stop right. So because Kevin not run about one more thing. Christopher Campbell say if him pay for 10, him get 20. Chris, give 20. Just
That's
buy
correct.
the 20 you go buy. Yeah, but get the 20. Christopher, don't buy 20. So Christopher, just buy the 20.
Right.
So they get it fast. Please, just buy the 20. Me and you will talk, Christopher. Christopher, call me in about
But
15 minutes.
Christopher said the last time he donated 20. If Christopher donates 20, that
Yeah.
puts us in a position to have 40.
All right,
And that's 40 boys and 40 girls.
yeah. Christopher, come in 15 minutes. Kevin, we have to go now because Kevin start right now. So listen, people, move over and listen to Kevin. What the stew pot, the red pea soup, stew, whatever. In any event,
Kevin
Kevin is on. So people,
Blessing.
catch me later on midnight to 2. Just come relax with the rebel. We are play some rock steady. I know Jamaica, if you know what that music, but you should tune in. It's part of your heritage, part of your culture. Isaac, I'll talk to you later. Everyone, bless up.
All right, blessing.
All right.